Last night I made a shepherd's pie, a vegan one, of course. And I forgot to put it in the fridge, but it's okay because it's winter here and it gets to about probably 3 degrees overnight. And also there's no meat products, so I don't have to worry about contamination. Obviously in the summer I would try not to forget to put it in the fridge. Anyway, this looks like it's a bit sort of dried up, but when it's heated in the oven it comes a bit more runnier. So yeah, I've got the spuddies on the go, and with the spuds I'll put in lots of butter, milk. This is all dairy free obviously, and some Dijon mustard, which doesn't have any milk solids or anything like that in here. So yeah, you can just put whatever you want in your potatoes. What I also like to do is, as a vegan, this is where I put all my odds and sods. Packages that are unopened. No, that are opened. Sorry, variable diarrhea. So this is the nutritional yeast. So you can put that in the potato and it gives it that sort of cheesy flavour. If you're not a vegan, obviously, put in your cheese. Put in as much cheese as you want. Turn that down. Yeah, so it's got a lot of vitamins. It's got vitamin B12 in it. So if you're a vegan, put as much of this in your food, as much as you can. It's good for you. So yeah, I'll put some of that in that potato mixture as well. In the shepherd's pie mixture, I put in, so I did the usual with any type of food that I make: onion, celery and carrot. Put it in the food processor, and garlic. And it's literally got a packet of fake mince, 2 tins of tomatoes, which was I blitzed in the stick mixer, 2 tins of brown lentils, some thyme and rosemary, a big splodge of Worcester sauce, Worcester, whatever you want to call it, and what was the other one? About 4 bay leaves. It's really nice. Oh yeah, also I put, hang on, my little cube jar that I put in. Used to be a jam jar that we got from the Yarra Valley Chocolate Factory. That was the best jam ever. In fact, I need to go back and get some, but see if they've got some diabetic friendly ones. But yeah, I put all my little cubes in there, and I actually put 2 of these. I don't know if you can get them over there. I know you obviously can in England because they're Oxo cubes, good old British. And these are actually, even though they're beef, there's no animal solids products in them. So I just put 2 of these in there with a little bit of water, and that's it. There's your shepherd's pie mix. I'll tell you a funny story. My grandfather was a chief chef on the Queen Mary way back in the 1940s and 50s, and he used to be away for weeks at a time, and whenever he came back home, my mum hated his fancy cooking, you know, butter and cabbage and everything, but she always loved his mashed potato because it was never lumpy. Wow. About 6 years ago when they came out to visit, they stayed for a few weeks, and it was pretty full on. I was doing lots of cooking, barbecuing, and one day I made a rustic shepherd's pie. I just put all sorts in there, and this is when my daughters were eating meat back then. You know, kidney beans, white beans in the sauce, veggies, and so with the mashed potato, I used to do it like this, but I didn't mix it with a blender. I just mashed it with a fork. So the potato was quite sort of chunky and lumpy. And we were sat at the dinner table, and my mum, wow, her face, she was making this weird sort of thing in her mouth, like she could feel lumps. Oh, Maria. Yeah, it's lumpy. It's supposed to be lumpy, Mum. It's mashed potato. It's rustic mashed potato. Oh, God, I can't eat this, she goes. She was actually almost gagging. So, yeah, it goes back to all those years when she was younger. My grandfather making pureed mash. Not in this house. And sadly, he passed away in 1966. He was actually 66. And I was born in 72, and I never got to meet him, but he was a wonderful man. Very quiet, humble guy. And my mum was only 15. Anyway, I thought was a funny story, because my dad absolutely loved that shepherd's pie. Mum goes, Maria, you've made some lovely meals since we've been here. But oh God, that shepherd's pie was bloody awful. My mother's very, she doesn't hold back with what she says. She lets you have it. She's brutally honest. And yeah, every time I make a rustic shepherd's pie, I always think of her. That look on her face. She just was making this weird thing with her mouth. Like, ew, what's this in my mouth? It's just lumpy mash, Mum. That's all it is. Anyway, as you can see, the shepherd's pie came out lovely. But no offence to you lovely vegans out there. It's just not the same. It just does not taste the same as meat. Lovely meat. That's what makes the dish more tastier. I'm sorry, I've been cooking vegan food for God knows how many years. And meat definitely is a lot tastier. Sorry, vegan lovers.